Good morning. We're ready to go. Well, sort of. I got to put up my mat and stuff still first and set up my TV. But I thought I'd get going here because I'm running late 7:10. But I'm doing it from home today. It can be done from home. This one. The regens are typically possible if you've got like bands, an exercise ball, and if you've got some other basic workout gear. You might need a dumbbell pull-up bar if you have those things. And then you could probably do most of the stuff. I don't even think they have pull-up stuff, but if you want to do like the ab, what do you call it? Shuffle, ab, six-pack shuffle. If you want to do that, then yeah, you'll have to have some other gear if possible. You don't, with that, you could even just do body weight. They have just body weight stuff. So really, six-pack shuffle can be done with any kind of gear. Um, so it's going to be pretty doable at home. Uh, Regen, some days probably need at least a jump rope, and you'll need a couple of other basic. You'll need bands. I recommend the knee bands that go in between your knees. They're a little bit shorter ones, but you'll need those because those are oftentimes in the regens. You need a regular size band that you can stretch that lets you do different types of exercises. Um, but you have a variety of you want to have a variety of options. Uh, so that said, I can do it regen at home because I have most of the gear. And I also looked ahead and made sure I had the gear, that they weren't throwing something new in there. Now, they have not changed up the regen, I don't think, in any of the 2 or 3 months. I don't think the regen, um, like this phase regen, is any different from uh, the regen of any other phase. So that's kind of a drawback because they're the same. You're constantly doing things that are meant to be able to, like you're doing the outside shoulder um, rotations, and you do a lot of the clamshells and the band movements, and you're just doing stuff that's supposed to help with the support muscles to help make you better at it. So today's optional I chose was the what do they call it, the barbell complex, which is basically a compound exercise or complex exercise. To me, there is a difference, but I think to a lot of people are the same. Compound just means to me it's getting multiple exercises in the one lift. So it's like, in this case, it's a kind of a compound exercise, although they call it barbell complex. What that means is it's a squat, a row, a clean, and a press. So you're going to get the whole gambit of I don't know, lift in there. And I think you only do like six. So you do six of those, and then you do six of those twice every round. So you'll do exercise, barbell complex, exercise, barbell complex, exercise for the second round, and then repeat. So you're just going to do that 3 times. Um, so I need to get my heart rate monitor. Where is my heart rate? Oh no, I think it's down here. So I usually tie it onto the outside of my bag so that when I use it one day, it dries up. If you have something that you use every day that can get sweaty or whatever, if you don't want it to start to stink, which is what happens when you wet that wet clothes or wet cloth, sit around all day, um, sit around in a pile or in a bag or something like that. Make sure you take stuff out of a bag and out of whatever it is, and immediately let it dry. You can sometimes just take, as long as it doesn't stink already, like like BO, but mine usually doesn't. It's just sweat, and it doesn't have a smell because there's no mildew or yuck on it yet. So if you dry it up right away, get that moisture out of it, because most sweat is mostly just salt and water. It might be some other stuff, but that's the majority of what it is. So if you dry it up right away, you can keep using your items and not have to wash them 15 times a week or whatever. And so it's just about preserving making stuff last a little bit longer. I'm trying to find the heart rate thingamabobber that goes on top of it. This guy. We'll have to turn this on during my little be right back scene where I have to go set up the TV and set up the mat. But at least you know that we're on our way. This is the workout we're going to do today, and hopefully, oh, let me actually load it. You get to see me in this screen, which is not the one I want to show. Now, since I'm doing this at home today, I should be able to get more. You'll be able to see the workout because obviously you can see I have more cameras, I have more stuff set up, so got a little bit more going on, a little bit more options for making this work. Let's see here. I want to go to. Oh, do I have? Yeah. Yesterday I was having trouble with the calendar. See, it doesn't want to go to the calendar, but I was able to get to it, but I had to go through like today's workout. Yeah. I'm not on Beast Power. That was the one I did. Interestingly enough, it's showing me the optional option, which is what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm doing barbell complex. There it is, Beast Regeneration. So it just didn't load right. It showed me the wrong thing. It should have showed Beast Regeneration before, but I guess until you select the correct thing. So the complete workout, some bands. I think I did the same cycle last time. Yep. I don't remember. I get mixed up because you do them like twice a week. And I think I don't know if it's the same ones or if you do this, Monday, the first one and the second one are always the same as far as the additionals because you're adding these optional ones in. But these ones are all pretty constant. So I can't remember no, I had the V-ups in there last time and the clamshells. So that might have been the first week. So maybe they do those three always the same. And then the second one is always these three. And then your optionals, which kind of sort of mix it up. Since there's only like 4 optionals and they slightly vary because like I won't have barbell complex on there next time. So I think it might be either a different set of optionals each time or each like for the first time and the second time, or if it's like if you did barbell complex, then it won't be on the next one and there'll be other options. But there's only about 4 or 5 total options. There are like, you see that there's group B or beast level. Beast level is what I'm doing with the higher ones. I don't know what group B is. I assume there's group A and group B, and I think that's for the, what do you call it? The first level. I think the beast level is just everybody who's doing the latter two. I think there's only 3 levels. There's like level A, and then there's level beast, and then there's super beast or whatever. I don't know, Athlean and beast or something like that. I don't know. But so that's what we're doing. So I go through this 3 times, and that's the plan for today. So you'll actually get to see the workout on here, showing you what I'm doing. There's not. So normally I don't get to show this very well because it's not very reliable on my screen. But so yeah, I'll switch. I'm gonna turn on my be right back, and I will be right back. I'm gonna put up the mat and turn on my TV so I can see it from 2 angles. Not as important in this case, but we'll get it going. And make sure I have all my other accessories next to me. Turn on my heart rate monitor, etc., etc. Be right back. All right, I'm back. All right, so I got everything set up, TV set up, mat set up. It's not going to be a great setup for the mat on the back camera. So when I'm doing abs, it's not going to be great. So, all right, I think we're getting ready to start. So let's see. What do I need to do? I'm used to having to start a video. So may not actually have a video to start this time. I guess I could just go. So the first thing we're doing is, let's see here. First thing we're doing is the band. Easy peasy. So I have to get my, let's see here. I have to get, hmm. All right, well, let's go ahead and grab my phone. And I will set up my heart rate monitor. Guess I don't need both sides. And I forgot to charge my phone last night. Luckily, I don't really need it for this. I'm hoping it'll charge through this thing. I bought a new case. It's supposed to be thin enough, but you know, that could be hit or miss. We'll see. All right, so heart rate monitor, pulse rate. Let's see. I'm going to connect today. I did go run today. I have all kinds of spider web strings all over me, which is annoying. I kept trying to clean them off. I had a towel. I was trying to get all that stuff off, but when I went and ran, it they were just all over. So I think I got most of them. They seem to be ceasing up on the bothersomeness. I feel like I need my phone for something. I've been doing so much mobile streaming. It's like I can't believe I'm going to put my phone down. But yeah, got my heart rate monitor going. I did my warm-up run. My dog's, hey, look, it's charging through the case. Awesome, nice. And it probably sits on the case better because the camera used to lean up against the case and my phone would get cockeyed. And I don't know if that made it a better connection or a bad one because, you know, there's a gap, slight gap. But so this is the slight gap. It's just even now. So my phone doesn't tilt into, you know, to getting off course. So I do that. You know, that's me. I'm pretty good at getting distracted. And I'm really thirsty. That run today, it was warm today. I went and ran. It was 61 degrees when I started. And that was at almost 6 o'clock in the morning. I only went and ran, what, 2.5 miles with my pup. So hopefully you can hear me. Earbuds say they're working. I know there's nobody here yet, at least not that I can tell. So, yeah. So I am going to, let's see, what do I need? That's it. Let's go do some bands. Yeah, do bands. So it's weird because I'm used to doing these at home with videos, and the videos, you know, make noise. And I'm at the gym usually, and it makes noise. And I'm just not used to being at home. It's been a while. I haven't been at home since I took time off for COVID. Well, took off. I didn't go to the gym while I had COVID. You know, didn't want to infect anybody. So, all right. So essentially, this is it. This is all we gotta do. So the way I've been doing this to try to make this a little more challenging, I do have a heavier band, but I think it might be too heavy. I have this one. And okay, so these bands, if you're curious of the brand, are called Iron Infidel. They're thick, heavy bands. I got one that's really big and heavy, and I could not even do this with that one. I usually use this one for my pull-ups when I want to do a lot higher number or multiple sets and I'm getting pretty tired. This one will reduce my weight probably by 50 pounds. So it makes it a pretty good option for that. So I basically tie it around the top of my pull-up bar. I put one of those little ring straps and I can put my foot in it. And then when I do pull-ups, it reduces my weight slightly so I can do more. So if you're doing lots of sets and your body weight starts getting too heavy and you can't do more than 1 or 2 and you want to do maybe 10 or 15, or you just want to be able to do another set, like you're trying to do like as many as you possibly can and work out the muscle, which you can. Sometimes you do burnouts like that. You'll be doing you'll want to lower your weight so that you can do it, because 185 pounds for me is a lot. Well, 184.4 today. Woohoo. And so when you go ahead and do these other things, If I take 50 pounds off, that's only 130. That allows me to get maybe another 5 or 10 pull-ups in. But truthfully, once you're tired, you're tired. Your body will start to just say, I don't care how light you are, I'm not doing it anymore. So I haven't tried to do this with this lift. I'm gonna turn on my thing here. So it is currently what, 7:30? Alexa, what time is it? I know, I'm looking at my watch. 7:32. So I hope to be done by 8:30. Now the advantage here is I got a little bit more time. So I started late, but I also don't have to be at the gym, so I don't have to be in a rush. I mean, theoretically, I can go till 9 because I'm at home. Don't have anywhere to be. So I have to do I have work, but that's not, I'll be home already, so it's easy to do. All right, so let's start. See if this one's going to be too heavy. So basically, with this, you're just trying to pull it out. Oh yeah, this is definitely more resistance than anything I've done before. I can do it though, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, that's a rough 15. I gotta do that 3 times. May have to go to the lighter one. That was pretty challenging. But the important thing is that you keep form, right? So if you can do the whole thing and stay in form, do whatever weight works for you. If my arms start to bend and I start doing this, it's wrong. I gotta go to a lighter weight. Ugh, really, really tired today. I'm really thirsty. Right, so that was it. So let's go ahead and do my barbell complex, which I didn't even set up. Now, with the barbell complex, you don't get to pick your weight. It's barbell plus 2 20-pound, or is it 20 pounds on each side? No, just 20 pounds. Oh wow, I didn't realize that. It's not 20 on each side. It's just 20 extra pounds. So this is only a 65-pound bar, and I think I did realize that before, but I think last time I put too much weight on. I think last time I did 20 on each side. I can hear my dog. She's going nuts upstairs. She's by the gate upstairs, like, going, oh, come on, let me in. Let me go downstairs with you. I don't like her down here because she'll come down, she'll sit down for 15 minutes or 10 minutes, and then immediately she wants to go back upstairs. She's like, okay, I've had enough of being downstairs. Come and let me out. And I'm like, I don't want to let you out. All right. I'm wasting time. I didn't even start my clock. I guess officially I haven't started yet. All right. 6 times. So anyway, all it is like I said, let's just do it. Oh, put on my gloves. Where are my gloves? Oh, there they are. All right, so I don't know. I just like to wear gloves. So this gives me better grip. I know it's a lightweight, but sometimes you almost need it more for lightweights because they move around more in your hands. Whereas a heavyweight, if your grip is strong, it just sits in your hands. Your hands are forced to lock onto it. Hey, Night Res, how you doing? All right, here we go. Let's do this. I'm wasting way too much time. I gotta get moving. This shouldn't take more than 40 minutes. don't know on this if I'm supposed to be going really fast or really slow, but I know you're supposed to keep moving. So I just got to keep moving here. Here's the next one. All right, this is the side stepper. So this one, I don't have 10 steps worth of space in here. So I have to, not that I actually did 10 steps every time at the gym, but basically I think what was the number? 107 times. Sometimes I'll just go 5 each way, 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm gonna do the extra heavy band. It's the first time I've done it with the super heavy band. We'll see if it's too heavy for this. This is a lot. I've never actually tried it. It looks like the big thing about the super heavy, the extra heavy, it's a lot smaller. I don't know if I can get this over my legs. Yeah. Yeah. Dang it. Yeah, this is definitely a narrower. I'm gonna do it up here. Okay, so I just like walking on the carpet more than walking on that mat. Unless I put on my socks, which I'm gonna have to do. Okay, so let's go. So you take big step and a short step. That's all it is. And you just do this 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, each direction. But it's 1, 2, 3 is all I have. 4. So I just got to count 4, 6, 3, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 8, 10, 11, 12. So I gotta go to 19 now. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 27, 19, 20, 21. So I go 10, 9, 8. So that's what I'm trying to do. But this may be more complicated than it's worth. I should just go to the 57. That's what I do. Count one direction, go back 3. Count one direction, go back 3. And then when I get to 57, I think I'm done. But I'm at 20 now. Nope. That was 21. 22, 23, 24. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. So it's a big step, half step. 30, 33, 36, 39, 42, 45, 48, almost there. 51, 57, 54, 57, and then 1, 2, 3 back. Okay, so there you go. There's that. I'm gonna have to do that 2 more times. And then I do the barbell complex right now. So let's do barbell complex 6 times. Come on, all right. Four. All right, second round of that done. Next we go to the band. All right, so Do I have a band set up for this one? I don't. I don't even think which band did I use last time? I'll just use this one. This should work. Let's put it right there. There we go. Do I have my grippy thing? I do. Oh well, this will be set up for next time. One thing about doing things at home, I have to do it at the gym is the same way though. When you have to do these, you have to set up, and guess I could have read and tried to have it all set up in advance, but I didn't. So anyway, so this is my heaviest band for the regular type. These are the kind of ones you'll see at the gym, the PT bands. So 15 times. Elbow stays in as much as possible. I like to keep it a little ahead of my chest, just to kind of keep my shoulders forward, but keep it close to your body. And then you just want to rotate your shoulder out. Friction must have pulled it. Ten, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, so then I rotate around, do it the other direction. I'm kind of standing far away just so that I can get maximum stretch on this thing. 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, there you go. So I've got that one done. I'm going to try and do an ab workout today as well, the six-pack shuffle thing. I have more room down here, so I think on the next step, so I'm going to roll this forward, get out of the way. I don't even know if I need that until I do the six-pack shuffle. All right, so we're on to the next thing. We're back to the bands, the overhead bands. I'm doing this heavier band today. It doesn't say the amount of resistance this is, but I think this one is supposed to be around 70 pounds. I have one that's like supposed to be 125 pounds. And depending on what you're doing, it feels like it. I can barely stretch that one. I haven't figured out what I can do with it yet because it's really, if I used it for like the hanging weights, I wouldn't weigh anything. It would take me down to 50 pounds. Ooh, I can do 1,000 of these pull-ups. All right, let's do this. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nope. I was gonna try and do it without holding the weight, holding the bar with holding the thing with my thumb, but it's too floppy. 9, 10. It doesn't feel like the way I was holding it. Oh, here we go. Trying to figure out how I held it last time. Nope. And 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now, he doesn't say how much resistance to use on these. Do I go up? Do I leave it the same? Do I try to change it up? Or do I just always be the same just because this one never changes? So it's quite possible that I'm not supposed to change the weight and just get the resistance in. Just work that muscle. Focus on it. But, you know. So next round, we are on to the second round. Like I said, this goes really fast. It's not a hard workout. Like I said, it's just meant to recover a little bit, get a little bit of that muscle activation going. And if you go slow like I am, it's even less difficult. 4. You don't have to do 6. There we go, 6. I have noticed though, it seems even easier than when I started. So all the times I've done it, it does seem to be getting easier. What do I do now? And that one. I did that one. Oh, this must be the sidestepping. Yep. All right, let's try this. That 3 steps at a time is just a bit too tiny. So let's move on to this one again. Band wasn't too bad. I definitely can feel this band a little more. There's more side pressure. Where does he put it? No, he puts it pretty close to his knees, it looks like. Kind of have to, right? I don't know, you're supposed to put it on the knees? Probably not. I think you put it right above the knees. Not totally sure, but... Alright, so I got a little bit more room here. See if we'll get a few more length in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's better. 4, 5, 10. 15. 20. 25. 30. I want to say something, but I can't because I'll lose count. 35. So tonight is D&D. Come and check us out. It's Active Minds Gamer, though, not striving to be Superman. 40. 45. 50. 54. 3. 3. Okay. Round 2 complete. Yeah. This band is really short, man. I have to really squeeze my legs together. All right. All right, so this one, do my 6 again. Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. 1. 3. What am I doing? 4. Five or 6, I'll do one more. I do the nothing. Not paying attention to what I'm doing. Can't remember if I'm doing the whole lift. All right, band. Here we go. End of round 2. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 15 is a lot. When you're listening to somebody count, it's like 1, 2, goes on and on and on and on. So I apologize for that. 15. If I was going 4, it's like at least with 4, I don't lose count. 2, I have to count out loud. 3, or I'll lose track. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I had to check my leg. I felt like a bug was crawling on it. So this room tends to be prone to spiders. I do the spider spray. Actually last year I started doing the spider spray beginning of the summer, and I sprayed all the spots where I could think, all along the edges and cracks and crevices and outlets, so that the areas that come in from the outside. Sprayed this whole thing. Sprayed all the room down the hallway, and it's significantly reduced the sightings of spiders in my room. I haven't seen one actually this year except once. Guess where? It was in my shoe when I went to go put it on. I felt something in my shoe, and I just thought a piece of lint. I put my finger in there. I was like, oh, I got another ball of lint, and it felt weird. I just pulled it out, threw it on the ground. I was like, I don't know, what was that? So I turned on the light and looked down. There was this little ball of spider on the ground. I didn't squish it because I just thought it was, lint. I just grabbed it, threw it down. But apparently I killed it. I did enough damage that he just kind of curled up, and and it wasn't it wasn't like a one of those little speck spiders. It had a little body to it, and I'm like, yeah, gross. not, not, I am not a spider fan, and I was like, I can't believe I picked that thing up. Just like the other day, my son and I had a run-in with a black widow, and we did everything we could to give it a chance to bite us before we realized she was even there. So, yeah, we were putting a bike rack on my son's car in the middle of the night. I mean, it was dark outside. Okay, it's 9 o'clock. Oops, I'm grabbing the small one. I did it twice. No reason I can't do it a third time. It wasn't that hard. All right. Let's see. How did I do it last time? Was this it? Yeah, this is probably it. Yeah. All right. Nope, that wasn't it. I can never tell how I did this last time. Memory. Is it? I feel like this is it, but oh, whatever. So if I do it wrong, my hands want to twist. So that's the problem. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I do it totally wrong, this happens. So I can't quite get it to turn right. I can't get it. It's like it's all right. I'm just gonna do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There we go. That was kind of a messed up. On the upside, when I do this from home, I don't get disconnected from chat constantly. Because when I'm doing it on my mobile stream, it keeps saying disconnected, reconnected, disconnected, reconnecting. Ugh. So I don't know if I ever lose messages that way. I don't know. All right, so that was the, yeah. So I got two more of these, and then after two more of these, two more of the other, and then I have my ab workout. So we'll do that next. Do this. Form over. So you'll notice on these, one of the things he doesn't have in here is a calf raise. I like to try to push up and get my calves in there because there's not a lot of opportunity to do an extra calf lift on any of these. He doesn't ever focus on your calves, ever. Well, okay. In the first three phases, I don't think he's ever done a calf thing. Now, my calves are in pretty good shape because I bike and I run and I bike and I run and do all that stuff. But I like to get an occasional workout in that focuses, gives a little. It's like he does some barbell curls, at least in the first phase he did. He hasn't done them lately. But he does some curls and some tricep stuff. He does dips for sure on this phase, um, but never does calves. So he focuses on all muscle groups except calves. Now, maybe in the last phase he'll do calves. I don't know. I haven't gotten to the last phase yet. One of my problems is I have to try to. When I lose focus, I also lose focus. I mean, I don't hold my form like I should. So I got to really watch that. I'm trying to tighten the quads and stuff. Four. Five. 6. Because I think I missed that. So I did a row. I don't know, maybe I didn't miss one, but I felt like I did. All right. Last round of side steps. Let's do this. So if you move fast enough, even on this one, it'll get a little warm. My room, it's cooler down here. It's not cold, not right now. In the winter, it can get pretty cold, which is nice for working out. Not so great for coming down here and starting things off. All right. 1, 4, 5. What's nice is a fixed area. I can't accidentally get it wrong, right? If I'm always doing 5, it's 5 steps. That's 10. And I don't have to count in between. I can just make sure I remember my last number. I go all the way over here, and 15. As long as my steps don't suddenly change length. But hey, if I cover the length of the room, then at least I'm getting the full thing, 20. Or do I? Was that 15? One number, Ken. All you gotta remember is one number, 25. 30. So he does big steps, and I'm squatting more than he is. I'm looking at his video. He goes way out. Dude, that might be my problem. That's only like four steps. 39. I do really big steps. Stand up a little taller. That 43. I didn't realize he was, I thought he squatted down and took shoulder steps. 47. More trips back and forth, puts more stress on the side of the legs. That's right, 51. 55. 57. 3. Pretty sure the number's 57 per side, which is what, 104. All right, so no, 114. I know I can't count. Let's see, that's side steps. One more of the complex, and then I have the shoulder rotation, and that's it. And then on to some abs, good old fashioned ab workout, which, as you can see, I have none. I might have a couple that are poking through at the top here. I lean back, tighten it up, maybe. Nope. My stomach is not fat, but it's not defined because I have probably, actually you can see two. I think two are pretty defined. So I have a 2-pack. I drank the other 4. So now I got to stop drinking those things. Now I don't drink beers. I don't drink alcohol. Yep, I try to keep it clean. That's not why I do it. I don't, alcohol, I have nothing against it taste-wise or purpose-wise. I just don't drink it. Sorry, get too close to the camera. 2. 3. See, I don't remember if I did this one. I feel like I'm just doing the squat, deadlift part. 3. 4. 5. 6. That's it. That is it. No more barbell. What is the other? Oh yeah, I'm losing track. Let's do this last thing. All right, so this is the end of this workout. 15 each way, and then I'm on to the ab workout. Hey, I'll actually get to show you what the 6-pack shuffle thing looks like. If I don't think I got it working to show you. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm curious if Jeff would ever see this and go, dude, you're doing these all wrong. Maybe someday. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I do notice I let my elbow drift out sometimes. Don't want to do that. That's not good. That's not the way to do it. Because this is all about the shoulder. You don't want it to get too far out because then it actually becomes awkward for the shoulder. You want to keep it in so that it's a natural rotation. Because if you get out and you try to do this, things get, you can't rotate as far for one thing, and it's going to put stress on the shoulder as you try to go too far. So you want to keep it in so that you have that maximum. Not only keep your elbow in, but keep your shoulders back. So if you keep it in, keep it back, you'll have more rotation. Now I don't have as much as him. I've noticed he can really rotate his arm back. I can't, this is my shoulder's not bad. This shoulder's not injured and messed up like this one, but even this one I try not to go. If I keep my elbow in front, it does all right. But um, this one I can do almost 90 degrees, a perfect parallel to my body. This one I can't. That's right, whatever. Still works the muscle, just have different range of motion. It's okay. Maybe I'll improve in time. Okay, so now let's do six-pack shuffle. Six-pack shuffle. Isn't there a song? Not six-pack shuffle, but something shuffle. Some kind of a shuffle. I know there's a something boogie, right? Six-step boogie? No, I don't know. Thought there was a song that says shuffle. Hey, is that Mecha Godzilla? Very cool. Is that like a custom emoji? I like that one. I know you're probably not there anymore. That's like, I acknowledge your 20-minute ago text, and you've long since moved on, Night Res. But if you see this later, just know I like your Mecha Godzilla emoji. Pretty cool. Well, from back there, all I saw was yo, and I couldn't tell what the emoji was because, like I said, I'm not right in front of the camera. All right, so that one's done. Mark complete. Now, got time for a little extra? So this one says got time. They all say got time. It asks you. But this one actually says at the top, finish out your beast regeneration circuit with a six-pack shuffle. So this one actually makes it part of the workout. The other ones don't do that. It's optional for the other ones. I'm trying to do them more often because I am terrible at them and my abs suck. As you can see, as we were pointing out just a short time ago, that I only have a 2-pack. Now, keep in mind, a lot of what shows in here is diet. Okay, you could have killer abs. Maybe I have killer abs. I don't know. But, I can dream, right? But either way, you could have them. They're just not going to be visible. Because if you have 15 pounds of fat sitting around them, they're gonna pad up that whole abs area of yours. So a lot of these guys that are, all these guys are super defined and toned. They're not necessarily stronger. Some are. Don't get me wrong. Probably a lot of them are because they're very fit. But a lot of these guys are super toned. It's just that their diet is very low in fat, low in calorie, and they're maximizing their what do you call it, their protein intake. So they really watch what they're eating, and ultimately they have a very low body fat count. So what they're end up with is, if you're 10% or lower, you're probably going to see abs. 10% is probably at least a 6-pack. There now, you can show an 8-pack, which goes down a little bit lower, I believe. Down here you can see all the way up, and you'll see 1, 2, 3, 4, which is 8, which very few people can get to that 8th one because that's where the spare tire sits. See? Yeah, you can't see mine. I'm not showing it off. I can see it in the reflection of my camera, of my computer, but I have a decent spare tire. It's kind of a flat spare tire, at least. It's just a little bit, it's floppy and stuff. But so when I sit down, it's pretty obvious. But if I could drop those extra 15 pounds of fat, mind you, it has to be fat, and keep the muscle, then there's a good chance that I might be able to get down to the point where my body's showing, more of the abs. For me, that's probably hitting about 170. Now, I'm trying to change body composition, so I'm not really changing my diet, or not changing my diet, not changing my calorie intake. I'm trying not to run at a deficiency. I'm trying to give my body enough calories and stuff to stay kind of at that same, so I give myself enough to build muscle and work up underneath and change the body composition. Now, it's tricky. There's a lot of physical trainers who say, oh, you can't do that. That's not even possible. Trust me, I just went to one, uh, and he told me that. So how are you going to gain any muscle if you're not giving yourself a lot of extra calories? And I'm like, well, you change what you eat. You make sure you get enough protein, and you just make sure that you're not running at a deficiency for calories. So if you burn 500 calories, then give yourself 500 calories more food. Yeah, that's not really true. I mean, by experience, um, you can see abs, yes. If I use my hand scale, which again, these aren't scientifically perfect machines. I have a foot scale and a hand scale. Hand scale says I'm about 16% body fat. Visible abs means you might be able to see the top one. You kind of can see, for me, the top and maybe a little bit of the second ab section. So yes, visible, possible. Um, but at 12%, maybe the lowest body fat percentage I have ever personally been was, I think, 12.8 or 12.9%. I'm currently running, like I said, around 16 or 15.6 or whatever that thing says. And so at 12.89, and I was working out, I've been working out my entire life. Maybe not quite as much as I am now, but I had minimal abs. My stomach was very flat. You could see maybe maybe two, four. I could probably get in a pretty decent four abs showing, but never got to six pack. If you want to see a six pack or an eight pack, again, the people who have eight packs, very visible and sharp, typically are like 8% or lower. Um, I those guys, it's like almost excessive, right? I mean, they have zero fat on their body, and every muscle that they have in their body shows. But that doesn't necessarily mean they have better abs than somebody who's 16% body fat. It just means they show more. So if you want to get down there, building up your abs, making them bigger, allows you to maybe do it at a higher percent. So if you're at 11 or 12% and you've got good, strong muscle, well-built abs, then maybe you can. My abs probably weren't great when I was at 12.8. So maybe if I built them up more, made them stronger, maybe at 12 you can get down there. I've done some research. I says, what body fat percentage is there? And I've actually looked around. A lot of people say generally shoot for around 10% for really nice, sharp-looking abs. But 8 years ago, 11% fat. That's good. 5'8", 115 pounds. Oh, you're a pretty small guy. Um, 5'8" though. Nah, I guess that makes sense. That's true. You're a little bit shorter. I'm 5'11". So in high school, I was typically about 155 pounds when I was my thinnest. And even then, I felt like I looked. I wasn't, like I said, I worked out. I've been working out regularly since high school, but always on my own, never part of a fitness regime. I do more fitness things now than I ever did in the past. It was always just kind of go to the gym, hit it for an hour, go home. So I've always been kind of fit, but again, I've never been down to 12% to say otherwise. I've just been looking at the recommended goals, the percentages that they say, you should reach for if you really want to see a good, well-defined set of abs, and the number's 10. 10 is the goal that I've seen online. You're right. Some people with nice sharp abs, well-built abs, could probably do it at 11 or 12. I've never been down to 12, so I can't argue the point. I'm only going by what I've heard and what I've read. So one of the things to keep in mind when you watch me is everything I tell you is through experience or through reading. I am not a certified professional. So take everything I say with a grain of salt and know that most of what I'm telling you came from somebody else, some professional out in the world, or my own experience. So if I tell you something's not good for the shoulders, because oftentimes I've done that same workout exactly like that and it hurt my shoulder. So I'm saying don't do it. I say don't do it because if it hurt mine, it can hurt anyone else. So I'm always looking for the best form, always trying to do things right. Doesn't mean I always do them. I'm trying, always focusing on form because I don't want to re-injure or cause problems to joints and stuff that I've had problems with in the past. And see, that's awesome. If you can get down, If you at 5'8", if you can be 178 pounds and 11% body fat, that's awesome. I would love to be able to get down to, 11% body fat and stay my current weight, which would be impressive because I'd be 185 pounds. Uh, but I'm still, like I said, my hand scale says I'm 15 points, our hand measurement says I'm 15.6. My body weight scale, I have a body weight scale that also does your body fat analysis, and that one says I'm like 21% body fat. Uh, and I don't know which one to go by. I think it's somewhere in the middle. My hand scale is going through my arms and my upper body, which tend to have less fat in them. Most of the fats for guys especially sits around the waist and your thighs. It's kind of your spot. That's just where it is for guys. So when you stand on a body weight scale that's doing the fat analysis, what it's doing is sending those electrical pulses from one side of your body to the other. And that's why I believe it's different. I think when you're doing the hands, it's going out, around, and going through the thinner parts of your body. The more, for me, the more svelte part of your body. When it does the when I do the lower body, it goes through my legs and up through my waist. So it's hitting all the fatty parts of my body. Odds are, if I did a caliper measurement, I'd be somewhere in the middle because that one considers both your upper body and your lower body. And I think I would probably land 17, 18%. That's what I'm thinking. I'm actually probably around. So that said, I got a long way to go to get down to uh, so you think the hand scales are more accurate, huh? Wait, here's the body composition. The pods you place on the body. What pods? I guess maybe I'm just using one of the classic ones you see at the gym. So I don't know about any pods. Well, you'll have to send me I have a Discord, so if you have a hand scale that you think works pretty good. I did a lot of reviews, and this one was always like one of the top one. So, I mean, not my reviews, other people's reviews. Stickers. I don't know what they're called. Huh. Oh, oh, the ones with the electrode things you stick on your body. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't have one of those. I didn't know that there was actually a body composition one that does that. So I could understand. Yeah. It might be interesting to see what those are out there, see what those look like. I could see why they could potentially be more accurate because it'll draw the electrical current through more of your body. So like these ones are just goes through from one pod to the next, or from one measurement to the next. But if you have the electrodes on your body, I can see that it might draw that current through more of your muscles, through more of your body, and possibly create a more accurate result, which makes sense. I can see that possibly working. I haven't seen that type of scale or hand estimator. Maybe I'll take a look. I'll see. But either way, I assume I'm somewhere in the middle, um, which means I've got about 1,000,000% to lose because losing 7, 8% short of, here's my thing. I'm terrible at diet. Diets don't do it well. I mean, it's not that I eat poorly. I just don't eat. I don't, I mean, like right now, I'm getting my protein and I'm usually hitting 200 to 300 calories surplus on my daily calories, maybe even 400, which means if I'm supposed to be taking in 2,500 with working out, with exercise, I'm taking in 27, 28, 29. And that ends up making me go up and down. So if I stay even or down below my goals, I drop a pound or two. But then on a lot of days, I'll add a pound or two. So I'm sitting there in the mid 80s, having a lot of trouble changing body composition. So for me, I actually my body scale, the one I stand on, will actually tell me my body muscle percent, and it's hovering right around 39 point whatever, which is really low. I think I feel like I'd like to be 45 or 50%. Okay, really muscular gym goers will hit 50%. 50 might be a little high of a goal for me, but I like to reach 45%. I think it's doable. But I don't know. That's I'm not making progress. I'm sitting, I could barely get back to 40. And the most I've ever been is 41.5. And as much as I exercise now, I feel like I'm stronger than I've ever been. So I don't know if that thing even has a clue. Maybe it's just totally disillusioned. This is why I want to get more professional measurements and see what I actually can do. Yeah, but see, a good body fat analyzer should be able to ignore water because it's not. It's supposed to be able to look past the water percentage, and I don't think. I mean, you're not trying to make weight for a boxing match or a wrestling match, so you shouldn't have to drop extra water for a good body fat analysis to be figured out. Now, I've heard that the water scales are actually really good, but they cost like $200 to have those done. Um, they may be really accurate, but considering they're a pain in the rear and super expensive. So I do need to actually do this workout. It's 8:23. It's only going to be a 5 or 10 minute workout. Let's do the chin up bar because I have one. Uh, I've been avoiding the physio ball exercises because I hate them. They're really hard, but I got to do them. See, that's the only way you learn, right? The only way you get better at them. Yeah. Well, my body fat one, my standing scale says I'm at 21%, 21.1. So you've actually got me beat. Well, you say above 20. Uh, so I don't know. Like I said, I think I'm around 18 if I was to average the two together. So this says max level. It's a lie. This is the extreme level, which is maxer than max. This is what I was doing before, but it keeps making me do things that are super difficult for 60 seconds, and I can barely do them for 20. So, in fact, I can't even do this stupid around the world, what do they call them? Around the world one-legged physio ball nonsense. So this one has that in there, but it's only like 30 seconds. And really, all I do is run back and do it. I'll show, if they show it, I'll demo it to you. But marching planks, that's not too bad. A lot of planks in these ones when you do physio ball. They like to, let's see, bent leg spirals, which I think is just back and forth, down, yeah, just back and forth. I can do that. This one's pretty hard too, because again, you're really trying to keep that ball in balance. See? Oh, look at that. Dude, he's got his feet on the side. Every time I put my feet on the side, the ball goes flying. It must be those shoes holding on to it. Pretty good grippy shoes. Dude, that's pretty impressive. There's a lot of guys. This guy, Jeff Cavalier, he's got a ton of good stuff on YouTube. A lot of good instruction. That's why I decided to give one of his workouts a try. Okay, so windshield wiper, long leg wipers. 30 seconds. That's a long time to do this, and especially as a fourth exercise after I've done 2 minutes of this other stuff. These things get really hard. Levitation crunch, that's pretty easy. Stirs are a pain in the butt, and that's it. So how long is this one? 5 minutes even. Shouldn't be too bad. All right, so 5 minutes even. So this one, I don't really even need that thing, but oh, my headset. I left my headset off the plug all night, so it's getting kind of low, but it should be okay. It only has to last 5 minutes, so um, my physio ball is way bigger than his physio ball. I just noticed that. It's really his is all yeah, this is a big physio ball. I think this physio ball is designed to sit on, like doing work at the desk. Yeah, Jeff's got a really low body fat percentage. He's impressive. I think, well, I don't even know. I mean, he's a professional, right? He's a physical trainer. He knows what's good for the body, what's all that. But I think I heard 6% is the breaking point. I mean, you should not go below 6. There are people who do, There's fitness guys out there who do it and they're down to 3% and crazy amounts of stuff, but they say that is unhealthy and unsafe. I believe I heard 6 is the magic, well, the not the magic number, it's the don't go below 6 number. Most people, most physical trainers, I think, will say, well, obviously Jeff's going to say 7's okay if that's what he's at. But he's he obviously is in pretty good shape and he lifts pretty good weights when he does his workouts. I don't know what his norm is, but he's a pretty strong guy. I feel like I'm pretty strong, but again, I'm not 7% body fat. And who knows? I may never get there. I have never in my life had a six pack. Obviously, I told you I've never been below 12.8% body fat, and even then I was only like 4 with a potentially fatty looking 5 and 6. But I would like to have a good six pack at least for a little while in my life. Be able to say I got there. Um, but it's going to take a lot of discipline on my part, my eating habits. Your goal is 9%. That would be good. I'd be happy with 9%. I don't know if I would want to go to 7. Seven's impressive though. I just feel like the amount of dieting you have to do. You have to run if you want to shred and cut. You have to run at a deficit. And look, it's 8:30. I got a 5-minute workout to do, and I'm kind of starting to cool off. I should probably stop. So if you're still here in 5 minutes, we'll talk more. All right. So I need to have that available. My pull-up bar. Now I don't have a. He's doing the parallel pull-up bar. His pull-up bar is straight out, and we have those at the gym, which are nice. But I'm just going to be doing forward ones. Forward grip pull-ups. All right, on your marks, get set, go. She calls it six-pack promise. Bent leg spirals. 10 seconds of the first 30. This one's going to be hard. 60 seconds of this nonsense. See, my feet are going to slide off. Maybe I need 10 shoes. Maybe I just need stronger abs. Well, at least I'm doing the plank part. Five seconds. All right, marching planks. You would think it would all be easier. It's not. Uh, 30 seconds rest. Oh yeah, no kidding. No, my core is terrible. That's why it's because I do things like avoid this. I don't have a stable core. And this is why I can't do things like flagpole and all those other cool calisthenic workouts because I do not have a tight core. Look at him, man. He's cruising. Oof. 10 seconds. You, wait till you watch me do the around the world thing. I'm really unstable on that one. So, for the most part, I like this workout, but he, I mean, this program that I'm doing, I'm doing the the BX workout, Beast workout. 30 seconds more. He's got pretty wide legs. I think yesterday I've been doing these at pretty narrow legs. Wide legs will give you more stability, but narrower legs are going to be more challenging. I'm still tired though. I don't want to drop to my knees, but I think I'm going to have to. Changing directions. Look, he doesn't stop though. Oh, that was just demo. Okay, so you get 5 second break in between. So he goes, start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Of course, now I took like an extra 5 seconds. 10 seconds left, and this is the end. Sucking it. Even for 5 minutes, that's a tough workout. Now, again, it's probably because I'm just terrible shape. Now, these 6 pack shuffles, they vary, so don't expect it to be 5 minutes every time. If you do these, you could end up doing 8 minutes or even as much as I think the longest one I've seen was 9.5 minutes. 22 inch. I don't remember what mine are. Mine are not 22 inch. I think mine are like, actually, I don't know. I recorded it. Let's see. I just measured. I just measured like, what was it? A week ago? Let's see. I wrote it down. I use JFit. If you ever want to, if you're looking for a good app for your logging stuff. Now, I don't use JFit with this workout because this one gives you a way to log stuff, so I don't log it because I don't want to double log. I started off double logging because I wanted JFit to have all these workouts because I've been using it for years and years and years, and it has all my workouts in it. So, but that said, um, plus there is a website. I'm gonna use my phone here. JFit. So I'll show you what all of my recent measurements are. Now this is recent, like within a week or two. I just did my own measurements for most of my stuff. So you will be able to see just exactly where I am at. Well, of course, that's if this decides to load. Let's see. Ta-da-da. These are my these progress photos. I took these in 2013. So that's what I look like in 2013. Actually, this one's more recent. Actually, both of these are more recent. Okay, so these are 2013. These are 2022. So there we go. 20. So how do I look any different? 2013, I obviously was thinner. I still had no visible abs. 2013, I had pretty flat back. Back looks about the same. I might look a little bigger, but I think it's just mostly fat. Dude, a 420 on squats. Awesome, man. I think, yeah, I've never even done 300, so you've got me whooped there. So yeah, I was definitely thinner in 2013, but I don't know, maybe a little bit bigger now. Hard to say. All right. Um, let me go see if I can find my progress. Nope. So if you want to follow me on JFit, if you happen to have JFit for your apps for your working out, I am Taxeon, Taxeon. Nope. Dang it. My arms, the most I can curl, I think I did 125. Not great. Um, that's kind of my max. When I was doing this workout, I had to do barbell curls, and I was doing like 5 or 10 at 110 or something like that. So I'm decently strong, but it's not massive. I'm certainly not these other dudes. I'm trying to find. I know somewhere on here you have progress photos or progress numbers, but they don't make it very obvious. Coaches. Is it here? Oh, here it is. Yeah, all right. So there's my measurements. Uh, 21.8 because I used the body weight scale. 33.5, 39.75. It's almost 16 arms. Well, my thighs are 23 inches, so not terrible, I guess. I didn't put a goal in here, so it doesn't know how to compare. I don't know what I want. What do I want to be? Bigger legs? I don't know. I'm 5'11". Hips 39 and a half. My waist is too big. 33. I mean, it's kind of average guy stuff. Not average like US average, just average fit. 32, 33 is that range. So I'm pretty standard fare in that sense. If I really want to get down, this waist number's got to come down to at least a 30. Yeah, 31 maybe. But that's the hardest number to fix. Yeah, 5'8" is a big difference. 3 inches is a lot. Like my son, he's 6'1", and I have another son that's I don't know, 5'11", 5'11 and a half. So he's the same height as me or slightly taller. I don't know. But they weigh. Or my eldest son weighs quite a bit. I think he weighs like 5 pounds more than me, but he looks like a stick. He's only, what, 3 inches taller than me too. So height 71 inches. Yep. So anyway, there you go. There's my measurements. Calves. I have decent calves. They're not because I run a lot stuff. So I think it's pretty decent. Actually, it's kind of surprising, but my calves are smaller than my arms. It doesn't seem that way when I look at it. Of course, I don't know. Yeah, my Gramps used to be a little heavier, but he's 93 now, so no, actually he's closing in on 95 actually, and he's gotten a lot thinner. I mean, he doesn't eat as much as he used to, so. But he used to be. He's not 6 foot though, mind you. My grandfather's only like maybe 5'9", or he was 5'9". Now he's probably like 5'5". He's got definitely shrinking. My my grandmother is actually a year older than him. And she's really small. She's only like 4'9" or 4'8", something like that. Yeah, see, that's about the same with actually my arms are bigger. My arms are almost 16, and my calves are only just a little over 14. Um, but my calves are pretty well defined from running and biking. Again, I've always done cardio-esque stuff, so I have rather tone muscles or tight muscles. I won't say tone because tone implies I've got the fat levels down, but it's more their spouts very high endurance level muscles, very hard. Um, so for my calves and legs, so all of the strength in there isn't from lifting; it's from running and biking. So it's a different kind. It's kind of like farmer muscles versus gym muscles. Uh, Doing pretty good, TDL. Not today's not too bad. I mean, today was a relaxed day. Um, I basically, well, not a relaxed day. It was a regen day where I just did lighter, did abs, did the regen. So workout was pretty easy. Um, I actually have a couple people in my family that are under 5 feet tall. I have a couple aunts that are barely, well, one's just barely 5 feet, one's 4'9". My grandmother's like 4'8". It's kind of funny when they're in the room, you know. It's like I'm 5'11", so my grandmother goes up to here, and my aunt, you know. So we had the women in my family are pretty short for the most part. We got a few taller relatives, my cousins, a couple of cousins that are a little bit taller, because one of my uncles is super tall, or was. And but actually, for the longest time, I was the tallest person in my family, other than my uncle, uh, who was 6'1". And then my son came along, and my son is now probably, I think my son is the tallest person in my family. Now we have a big family. So if we all got together and we have holidays and stuff, we've had 50 of us all together in one place. You know, I mean, it's we have a big family and they're all close. So I see most of the members of my family whenever I go to Colorado. And if when my son's ever together with everybody, he's like the tallest person there because I don't think we have anybody else in my family that's over 6 feet tall, not since my uncle passed away. So today was good for letting my shoulder recover a little bit. I did some hanging stuff, but I just, you know, it was didn't seem to do too much stress to it. Did the shoulder rotations out. That didn't seem to hurt it too much. That's actually a good one for your shoulder. I mean, it helps build up the tendons and the muscle strength for rotation. So it'll actually help. You know, I get a lot of people telling me that, which I appreciate, but I'm actually 52. So yeah, I'm a lot older than most people think I am. Uh, it helps to be bald. You can't see any gray hair. And if I'm far enough from the camera, you can't see a little gray in my mustache. And if I, so obviously I start looking a lot older if I start letting the hair on my face and the hair on my head grow. Uh, but I don't like, I like this look better than my hair. I've got a little bit of receding going on in these areas. So it's like, it just looks better bald. It's easier to shave it, easier to take care of it. But that said, it does make me, it hides, it's kind of like dyeing your mustache. You take the hair off, you don't look older. But yeah, I appreciate appreciate when people say that. Some of, you know, a lot of it comes from being in decent shape too. You know, people don't, If you stay in shape and you keep yourself, fit and, you uh, you'll look younger for a lot longer just because your body doesn't, fall into the dad bod zone. Although I have a little bit of the dad bod tire, but it's a little bit. It's not so bad, and it just gives me something to work on. One of these days, I'll hit my goals. I hope. Even if it takes forever to reach the goal, if you ever reach it, even if you never reach it, striving to reach it is the important thing. Because just trying keeps you healthy, keeps you fit, keeps you capable of doing the next thing. So when my nephews or my brothers who are considerably younger than me want to go do something that's fit, my brother reached out to me 2 years ago and said, "Do you want to go on a 3-day hike with me?" I said, "Sure, let's go." I mean, if you don't stay healthy and fit, doing random things like that will knock you out. Yeah, Tony Horton from P90X, he's my age. I think he's actually might be like a year older than me, 53, something like that, 54. Um, he's close. He's close to my age. Um, he might even be 56. I think he was 52 when he recorded P90X. So it's been a number of years, something like that. I think he's close to my age. I know he's in his 50s, but I start getting the timeline mixed up in my head when I hear stuff. Yeah, I guess I could see that. Jeff's he looks pretty young too. He's like one of those guys that looks younger than he is. I mean, yeah, I could see he's got maturity in his face. Um, yeah, Dwayne Johnson is, you know, he's definitely uh, a fitness. What do you call it? Not in that. A fitness. How's that? Got it fixed? Yeah, my headphone was complaining that it was dying, and apparently it died. Hey, KDDW, how you doing? You caught me in chat mode. I know I'm working from home today, so I was able to do my whole workout from home. Um, but so now I'm just chatting with 97 Guten, 97 Guten, and TDL, Today Leftovers. We're just chatting about stuff workout related, and so this was my ab workout I did. But my phone, my headset just died, so I had to switch over. So thanks for telling me. Hopefully, I wasn't quiet for too long. It didn't go off suddenly. Am I an IT guy? Yes, I am an IT guy. I work at an insurance company in their IT department. I work on all of their apps and stuff like that. So I'm not in there. I'm a programmer. So I work in IT, but I'm not. not tech. Well, I won't say I'm not technical. I don't work in their hardware. So, but I know enough. I mean, play with this stuff enough, you start figuring it out, right? So, it's not. You don't have to be a techie technically. You just learn how to use the stuff. Yeah. I do a lot of reading, but not books. I let Audible do the reading for me. A lot of reasons for that. One, I just have too many other things that I do. As you know, I stream, I paint. If you've seen my Active Minds Gamer stream, you'll know that I do a lot of miniatures painting. I play video games. I spend time with my family at night. TDL knows this because he's been on with me when I'm doing late night stuff. I always stop around 7:30 to go watch TV with my wife. We just sit down and watch TV and hang out. And then so my days are, and then on weekends, um, I do a lot of different things. And too, I have a group of board gamers. We like to go board game, a bunch of friends. Um, I'm starting to stream those. I'm actually getting into taking my phone with me, learning how to do mobile streaming, using the Twitch and the Streamlabs and all that stuff. I also have a YouTube page, same name. If you ever want to go look, Active Minds Gamer there. I would love to have extra follows if you guys want to go follow me on my YouTube pages. Active Minds Gamer and Striving to be Superman are both there. So is Active Minds Games. Active Minds Games is my company that I'm trying to promote and build up, and trying to get all these followers for that might be into any kind of miniatures. If you're into that kind of thing, go check that stuff out. Go check out Active Minds Games on Facebook because we got some pictures on there. We got Active Minds Games on Instagram. A lot of pictures on there. So if you're interested in anything like miniatures and gaming that uses those, or even if you just collect small things like Lego minis or any kind of little baubles and devices, or objects that are 3.5 inches tall or whatever, and you want to create a wall display out of them, check out the X case. It's an expandable display case. So yeah, that's kind of my thing. That's why I do a lot of this. I'm just trying to build up that following. Plus, it's fun. I like to talk. TDL, well, he's always trying to give me ideas to better and grow my stream, but I tell him, as I'm just saying to you guys, I do a lot of stuff. I just don't have time to spend hours editing videos, and it's like I like doing it, but it's just not enough time. I got a full-time job, 8 hours a day. So, I work out in the mornings. I have to work during the day. I have to make time for my painting, my board gaming, my other streams, my family, which obviously comes first when I can. My kids are all older now though, so they have their own things going about. But still, spending time with my wife and doing all that kind of stuff. And so the only way these things are truly going to grow is for me to tell people about them. I'll put links up, like TDL says, put some links up so people know about it, and I will do that. But for now, I just don't. I don't have time to do too much extra. So I try to put links down below my page, so you'll see some of those things. You can click on some of the links on my page. If you go there, you'll see my streamer pages. I have Twitch, I have Instagram, I have Facebook. The Facebook page and the Instagram ones are the best for finding out about the X case, which is, like I said, Active Minds Games. You can go look at Active Minds Games on YouTube, where I put some videos for the cases and show people how to use them and what they do. Also, Active Minds Gamer, where I do a lot of gaming, and oftentimes I have the cases out actually in play, actually being used wherever I'm at. Depends on what I'm doing, of course. But it is almost 9 o'clock. It's time for me to wrap it up and get to my work part of my day. Got to log in, start getting stuff done before my morning meeting at 9:30. So, hey, thanks for stopping by. Everybody, got a number of couple of people stop to say hi, and if you haven't followed, please do. And hopefully see you again. Till next time, stay fit, stay healthy.